G'day. Okay, now part 3 of this stuff. How things interrelate according to energetics.com or energymedicine.info is the website. Okay, you've got matter at the bottom, or structure, physicality, structural things, hard things. Then things that are solid. Then you've got chemical things, the second level. Now there can be an interaction between them. And then above chemistry, chemical things is energy. And there can be an interaction between energy and chemicals. The way I do it is I actually group those two bottom things together because they're matter. So you've got matter and energy interacting. And as they are working out through quantum physics, that when they actually analyze the atom, if you listen to Dr. Bruce Lipton's stuff, there's nothing there. And Greg Braden and Dr. John Hagelin's stuff, they all sort of allude to this, and I'm sure many others. I find them very good and scientific. That matter is just condensed energy. And then, okay, so you've got this interaction between matter and energy. Energy can become matter, and matter can become energy. And above energy, you've got information, the information level. This is, like, you can actually, and there's an interaction there as well. Like, energy can become information, information become energy. I don't know how this exactly works. Love to know if anyone out there can help me. Love this sort of stuff. But, like forms of energy, like, say, charges or ones and zeros on a computer screen, positive and negative, can be used, in the form of electrical signals for information purposes. Alternating current, radiation. Okay, now the next level up, fourth level up from information is consciousness. And consciousness can interact with energy. Imagine a circle going between them. So there are obviously laws that Dr. John Hagelin might allude to, and Greg Braden, Dr. Bruce Lipton, and theta healing, I think, can all certainly enlighten how this interaction and how you might come up with these laws for the interactions between each. Now, consciousness, the interaction between consciousness and information. It's just, and when you look at Dr. John Hagelin's stuff, I'll put a link up about the power of all this stuff, power of consciousness. It is, this is really where I have stopped wanting to, try and fight chemtrails using orgone energy. Because, I think that's all valid according to Dr. James DeMayo, and he has seemed to really work this stuff out scientifically about orgone. And I'm seeing it related in other places. Dr. Wilhelm Reich, or Reich. He worked it all out, or I'm sure interrelates with so many other. It's been called so many different energies, like prana, chi. I think they're all similar and one and the same, and 0-point energy. I mean, this is another thing that interrelates with free energy, or 0-point energy, or energy from the vacuum, quantum vacuum source energy. How you can tap in to these higher dimensions. Like this is all coming in from a higher dimension, physicality. That's what we're learning. And the sun is just a hyperdimensional shunt, or hyperdimensional gateway. That's another, amazing stuff. Well, that's my understanding. Not that I'm right, but there was a guy on Coast to Coast, Keith Morgan, I think his name was. He was, quite interesting. He got introduced by Richard C. Hoagland, if you've gotten into the Face on Mars, and all that sort of stuff. It's quite interesting. Other things I found very interesting was it to do with this orgone 0-point energy, scalar energy, life force, that's another word for orgone. I think it's all related, and it's all got to do with this spin force, which Dr. Richard Hoagland gets into in his book Dark Mission, which I've got right here. I had. It's gone missing. Okay, Dark Mission. Excellent stuff in here in, I think it was chapter 2, about hyperdimensional physics and angular momentum. This is very enlightening about how the sun actually lights up. It's how actually the angular momentum, or the spin, the draw possibly from the planet spinning around the sun, draws this energy out of the sun. I just thought of that and put that in words just then. I'm not sure if that's exactly what he's talking about, but it seems, watch me at the moment, is just that, just absolutely amazing stuff, and that interrelates with the other stuff that I've put up on global interplanetary climate change, my YouTube. That's by Richard. That's off of Richard C. Hoagland's. Well, one of the links is off of Richard C. Hoagland's website, which is mission. I think it's enterprisemission.com. Yeah, so enterprisemission.com. It's all amazing stuff. But this spin force, as the planets spin, they're actually giving off this vorticular spin force. And there's another article on Nexus, which is an Australian magazine that just come out a few months ago, about the, I think it's called Bioforce, and it shows you how you can actually measure this using some sort of pyramid that you can put over something that hangs by a string, and you've got these certain little rings or plastic or certain magnets, I'm not sure, and it will spin one way or the other and measure these torsion fields, or the spin force, which is actually it leads you into the Holy Grail, which is free energy and 0-point anti-gravity. Sorry. So, I mean, just get into Richard C. Hoagland on Alex Jones. He got interviewed by Alex Jones. Just type it in YouTube and you'll find that one. I'll put it in as a link on more info. So that's it. Thank you, White Knights.